Selamat Hari Raya. I'm Faye Kwan.
And I'm Farhana, Sheikh.
And welcome to Lebaran Awani. Now, it is the first night of Raya and the festivities are in full swing here in Awani. Joining us in the studio today are two very special guests because they are our fellow Astro colleagues.
Yes.
Welcome, Keanu, Azman and Ruzanna from Hitz FM.
Thank you very much for having us. Selamat Raya, guys.
Selamat Raya.
Salam sikit.
Oh, salam.
Kita maaf ya.
Salam Malaysia.
Right, kosong-kosong.
Kosong-kosong.
Okay. Right, it's news versus radio today. So we're gonna, well, not really versus
It feels like Family Feud like that, huh?
Round two for you.
But we want to get to know our radio announcers here, even though we live in the same building. But we want to get to know you guys more. First and foremost, it's Raya, so we're going to start with Raya questions.
Okay.
How was Raya like for you guys? Do you have any, special traditions or whatnot? So let's start with Ili.
Alright, so my family, every single Raya morning, we will have oxtail soup, guys.
Wish!
It's my grandma's recipe. It is the bomb. Sorry that everybody else cannot try. Finish already. But yes, that's what usually we would do in the morning. We would eat that, and I'm just so happy because it's so sedap.
Yeah.
But that is something we only get once a year.
Once a year only.
Yes.
Right, what about you, Keanu?
Well, no oxtail soup for me lah. Soup tulang, soup gearbox semua tak ada juga. Very simple. I think my family, because we're a very small family actually, like my direct family is me, my mother and my brother. And my father, I celebrate with him separately. But normally, my tradition is I must melantak kuah kacang first thing in the morning. Just kuah kacang, minus the lemang, minus the ketupat. I would just have it on its own.
Like soup
With
like
a
that?
spoon.
Wow, you drink also lah.
If I could, I would. My grandmother in Ipoh would actually prepare 2 pots of kuah kacang. One is specifically for me. No other grandkids can take that one. That's just how much I love kuah kacang.
That's so cute.
So is it usually like, everyone gather at someone's house, or you guys go open house or like that?
So
Is it
usually
like that the first
my
time?
house is the pit stop.
Oh.
Yeah, because actually my kampung for Raya is supposed to be Penang. But everybody there came to KL, so there's no point going back. If you go back, you're not going to see anyone.
Right.
Understand.
So everyone will come to our house to eat in the morning, and then that's when they will balik kampung.
I see. So Raya KL lah.
Yes, Raya KL.
What about you,
Yes.
Keanu?
Yes.
Similar also, 2 kampungs in KL. One is in Subang Jaya, which is my father's side. One more is my auntie's house in Cyberjaya. So it's very simple as well, we gather there. But normally we gather for like half a day only. After tengah hari tu, we balik and we end up sleeping. Because,
You have to sleep it off.
The
after
Raya
eating
food
all
coma
that.
is real.
Raya
guys.
nap is compulsory
Yes.
every
Yes,
Raya.
yes.
it's like a fixed agenda for Raya first day, kan?
Yeah. Everyone is sleeping.
Afternoon nap time.
But then, like, as radio announcers, do you guys have to still go on air during Raya?
Oh, thank goodness our bosses are very nice, yeah?
This year, Alhamdulillah, we
Thank you,
both are on
bosses.
leave for this whole week of Raya. We were very scared that they would not approve our leaves at first. We were like,
I
please,
know.
boss, normally Raya we work. But this
Yes.
year they said, okay, can, go ahead.
Yeah. So
Very happy for
happy. Yeah, because we work at night, so we would love to have like that night before Raya with the family. So
Which is most important, right?
Yes.
Takbir Raya together with the family, just to feel that Raya vibe. Because I think we both also feel like Raya vibe starts the night before.
Yes.
Not necessarily the first day of Raya. The night before you dah rasa dah, like, oh my goodness.
All the prepping,
Right.
all the masak, all the ni.
Especially a few years ago when the Raya mengejut. Remember that time?
oh my goodness, yes. And everybody kelam kabut.
Yes.
That was a lot.
Yeah, they prepared for us this year. Hopefully, no Raya mengejut this year.
And thank you for joining us on your off day.
Of course,
Oh,
definitely.
no worries, yeah.
Right, okay. So, talking about, being radio announcers, I want to ask you, what's your favorite Raya song?
Oh!
Name your top 3.
I know
Name your
Elise
top
one.
three.
Oh, you know
I know
what?
Elise one
Okay.
now.
Let
You
me
can sing
test.
it
Let me
better.
test. Okay.
Her favorite one is the most trendy one now.
Alamak,
Raya lagi.
Kuih Raya tak jadi. Kau do the dance,
Yeah.
right? The dance like that,
We
right?
sing it in the studio every day, even before Raya, like
Yes.
Ramadan, every day singing
Ayo, but
that
that
song.
song is so
Yes.
catchy.
It is very
there's a
catchy.
problem.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere.
Yes,
everywhere.
Okay, but if I had to choose a classic one though, it would be
Yeah.
Suasana di Hari Raya,
Love.
guys.
Right.
Anwar Zain and Elina, that version.
Love.
Is that yours?
It's Suasana Hari Raya, not Suasana di
sorry.
Hari Raya.
Remix version. Sorry, remix version,
But that's one of my favorites also, actually.
Yeah,
It's a timeless song. Anwar and Alina. I also like Seloka Hari Raya.
Yes.
One of the most recent Raya songs I like is from Ryan Bakery, the TikToker.
Oh.
He has a Raya song with Andy Bernardi.
What?
It's called Raya Last Minute. It was
Raya
out
Last
last year punya Raya. And it's
Cuba
so
nyanyi
catchy.
sikit so
main
that we
sikit.
can...
Oh my God. I can sing the whole song if I'm itu.
Okay, maybe just bits and pieces.
Only 10 seconds, Ken. Only 10 seconds.
Raya, 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 last minute.
quite catchy, yeah.
And then that part dia lebih kurang
lyrics
macam
also catchy.
alamak tau. Dia lebih kurang macam D-Fam punya song. Dia macam sampin berbelit. It's about orang tak sempat balik raya.
Tak sempat raya.
Because they semua kerja. So they couldn't get their bus ticket home.
Can
and
relate
everything.
lah, all of us.
Very
who always have
relatable.
to sacrifice sometimes for raya.
Yeah. I think they have pretty decent, like, good raya songs lately, kan?
Yeah. Because I feel like Raya songs are so iconic.
Both classic and contemporary.
Yeah, so it's so hard for like somebody to make a new one for it to be memorable. But yeah, recently not bad. D-Fam, good job, D-Fam.
Good job, Ryan Bakery and Nadi
Shout out to D-Fam.
Okay, but in Raya, I think the most important thing we always talk about is food.
Yeah.
We've talked about your favorite songs for Raya. How about your favorite food? Is there anything you enjoy making or enjoy eating?
Ayo, I wish I could
Making
make lah. I wish I
Can
could
or
make.
not?
Guys, I can't even slice an onion. So,
We
I
all
want to make
start
Raya
somewhere.
food.
Let's not air that. Let's not air that.
Sorry, people want to come to my house to eat
You're
Raya
too
food.
single, you know. Nanti kalau mak mertua tengok macam mana cancel
Alamak.
terus.
She can cook.
I can cook a little bit, yeah. But I want to say like my favorite Raya food is lontong, guys.
Ui,
Oh my god, have you guys had
That's a
lontong
classic.
with serunding?
With serunding.
No, it's always just sambal, right?
Yes, but serunding, guys, top.
Wow, I should try that.
But
this
wouldn't
summer.
serunding be like all in the lontong and it's like not crunchy
It was
anymore?
softened.
Exactly.
Oh, so you like that?
Because the taste will absorb inside there.
Yes. There's something about it, like the combination is just slay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Slay.
For me,
Tip
like
for
I said-
anyone at home, if you are eating lontong this year, try it with serunding.
Exactly.
Put it on, put it
Tips
on.
by Ilya. For me, I think like I mentioned how much I love kuah kacang, right?
Yeah.
Okay lah, kuah kacang aside.
Other than that,
Okay.
You're
Just-
number
you already
two.
established it.
I'm not really a rendang boy. And I'm also not really okay, I don't like ketupat as well. I mean, I'm not a fan of ketupat.
I'm
You
not
also?
a fan of ketupat.
I find it very bland.
Oh,
I find it very
lemang
bland.
atau ketupat?
Lemang.
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 Okay.
Both. Can
Oh,
I say both?
Faye is like best of both worlds, right?
yes,
Because
yes,
I feel like this is my personal preference. Like, you know, I feel like ketupat is like someone with no personality. I'm just like,
It's very dry.
so dry.
Dry a bit.
Kesian
Lemang got
ketupat.
attitude sikit lah. Lemang macam like you.
Got santan a bit.
Yeah. You know the
Got it.
texture and everything.
I
And
see you. I see
You
you.
see me, see? Gang. Normally people eat lemang with rendang, right?
Yes.
I like lemang with kuah kacang more actually. I
Oh,
love
okay.
it. I can bungee.
Boleh. Yeah.
It works
Can.
out.
It
The
works.
combination is
Wait, guys,
so
have you
good.
heard of lemang with jagung or lemang pulut hitam?
Oh yeah, I tried that.
Yes.
So good. Have you had?
No.
Oh my god, Faye.
It's like that, right? That's the
Yeah.
shape, right?
Oh,
Usually.
iya ke?
I think so.
I
Okay,
not
I gotta
oh,
go get some.
The demang
That's
jagung.
ketupat jagung.
That's ketupat palas jagung.
That one.
Betul.
Got lemang jagung also.
tapi ni lemang, like the round lemang.
Ada
the normal
jagung
one.
punya.
With the jagung.
Oh, okay, I
so
never
good,
tried this
guys.
one.
So good. Okay, we'll bring for you guys.
Okay, nice. Let's go up.
Alright,
I want to ask Faye also. What's her favorite food?
What's my favorite food? I'm basic, so
Okay.
rendang it is because that's the thing that I always look forward to
Yeah.
the most, going to friends' houses and eating their mom's rendang.
Honestly, sis, you can't go wrong with rendang.
Can never go wrong.
I don't know why Keanu doesn't like rendang. Like,
No, I'm okay
What?
with it, but I feel like that's kuah kacang. I'm like, sorry, rendang, you are second.
Yeah. Dendeng?
Uish, yeah. Okay, my
dinding
mom
can.
does very good ayam masak merah on Raya actually.
Yes.
And that's one thing I really love.
Actually, I gravitate towards chicken
Yeah, me too.
all the time.
So what's your favorite?
I think mine would be. So I'm Johor.
Ah.
So I would go. If there's laksa Johor, I go for that first.
Sedapnya laksa Johor. Me and Ilya hantu laksa.
we
Which,
love.
But rare to have at someone's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if got, I'm like, that's it. Be like for that.
Hold up, do you guys have your laksa Johor with your hands, even on Raya
Yes.
Day? Tapi pakai baju
Oh,
kurung
yeah.
semua tak tertumpah
Tak
ke?
authentic.
Oh,
tak
tak.
authentic sis. Kalau tak pakai tangan, it's like
Tak
not
sah.
it. Not it.
Oh, like that.
Because it's like the spaghetti type, right?
Yes.
So it's a bit more firm when you use your hand as
Makes
opposed
sense.
to the white one.
So
gotta
do you
use
put
your
on a
hand.
napkin before?
My
Bit.
dining.
Or is it not Raya unless you get a little bit of
No,
sauce on
you gotta like,
Yeah.
you gotta get a little bit of sauce
You gotta risk
on
it.
you. Yeah. Got a bit of sauce on you, take your afternoon nap, that is Raya. All wrapped.
That is Raya. And I think Raya is all about indulgence.
Yeah.
Right? But it's also important to practice a little bit of moderation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, correct. Faye.
So let's head for a quick break for our conversation and head on to the kitchen of food content creator Sid Murshid as he teaches us some tips on how to repurpose our Raya food. Hello and welcome to Lebaran Awani. Selamat Hari Raya. As you can see, I'm in an outdoor kitchen today because what is Raya without food? And I'm not just in anyone's kitchen. I'm in the kitchen of a musician and a food content creator, Sid Murshid. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello,
Selamat
Faye.
Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Okay, Sid, before we start, I have to ask, what is your favorite Raya dish? Something that doesn't feel like Raya unless you eat it.
Definitely lemang.
Lemang.
Lemang. Usually during puasa, the only thing that I look forward to is lemang. Lemang, not necessarily with rendang, but with anything, but just the lemang.
The lemang itself,
Yes.
simple. But what goes really good with lemang, and what a lot of people would say is their favorite, is rendang.
Yes,
And I
true.
see we have a bowl of rendang here.
Yeah.
Sid, what are we making today?
Today we're making rendang pasta.
Okay.
Reason being is because in the whole month of Ramadan, there's going to be an abundance of food.
Yep.
And it's also going to be a bunch of people teaching each other how to make a bunch more food. And there's always going to be
Leftovers.
Food, yes, leftovers,
Yes.
food wastage at the end of the day. So this is a way I'm making a dish to repurpose another dish. To make use of our leftovers, which is usually always rendang.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's a great way to make sure no food goes to waste.
Yeah.
Maybe you could walk us through the ingredients. What have we got?
Right, so we have rendang, gifted by our friends at Astro Awani. We got olive oil, cherry tomatoes, chili padi, and santan, some cheese, salt, coriander leaves, and down kunyit, and some large chilies for garnish.
That's for garnish.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is all. And of course, spaghetti. You can use any pasta you like, but I prefer spaghetti for this one.
Okay, so it's depending on preference.
Yes.
Okay, so well, I'm your sous chef for today. We've
Yeah.
already washed our hands.
Yes.
Disclaimer.
I have. Yes, I have.
You have. I saw you wash your hands
yes, yes.
before the cameras were rolling. What can I do to help?
Right. So let's begin. We're gonna first. Could you help me just take 6 cloves of garlic?
6
I'm
cloves
gonna
of
quickly
garlic.
rinse off my hands real quick.
Again, to
Yeah,
double check.
Double check.
6 cloves of garlic. Now, am I supposed to mince them?
You could peel them off first.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how to do that?
Generally, how I peel is I smash it with
Yes,
a knife.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. That's
Look
the
at
best
me.
and easiest way to do it.
Okay, learning from the pro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Actually, 4 is good.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5. All
I'll
right.
take the big ones then.
Yeah.
because I think we're off to a good start because anything with garlic in it would taste good immediately.
Garlic.
Can I use this knife?
Yes, please.
Okay.
There we go. Good.
Okay. So your cooking videos are always viral on TikTok. I meant to ask that earlier.
Okay.
Do you have a background in culinary? Or is there someone who taught you?
The only culinary background I have is my mom scolding me in the kitchen.
I think that's how a lot of us start out.
But I do not have any formal culinary training.
Ah, look at the knife skills here.
I learned all of my cooking in, well, my mom and YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So much you can learn on social media, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this.
What was the first dish you ever made?
Oh my goodness, I was very
And how old were you?
I was very ambitious with the first ever dish I cooked. I was probably 9 or 10. I made siakap steam lima.
Oh, okay, that's not basic
But
at all.
it's not basic at all. I had zero cooking experience then. And well, the story goes that my sister and myself, we were alone at home.
Okay.
And we were hungry, and we both really liked siakap steam limau. There was a whole siakap fish in the fridge. It was frozen. I looked up how to cook it. I tried to cook it. It was frozen, and when it was cooked, it was raw in the middle,
Oh no.
and it was terrible. And the fish was not gutted as well.
Oh no.
Worst experience ever.
Oh
But
no.
then, yeah, then I learned from there.
And you still ended up hungry.
Yes. I think we made some instant noodles at the end of the day.
I mean, you're not just making instant noodles now. You are making things like mee tarik from scratch.
Yeah.
Tarik, chili crab from scratch.
Yeah.
Is there any dish that you then learned that is now your go-to?
Bread.
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 Also from scratch.
Also from scratch. The bread is surprisingly really easy if you get the recipe down.
Oh, okay.
You don't run away from the recipe, or you just measure in according to grammage, and just throw everything in. And if you get the technique right, it's really easy.
And now
Yeah.
you make it every week.
Every week, yes, for my family. We haven't bought like store-bought bread ever since.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next?
Should I cut
Yes,
this
should you?
chili padi?
Very
Okay.
finely. Pop, 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 pop.
Like this?
Yeah, good job. That's very good.
Okay.
So I would like to point out for this dish, every rendang recipe in every household is very different. So it is very important for us to know the rendang itself. I have not tasted this yet, so I'm going to do that real quick.
How do you adjust according to the rendang then?
Some rendang are more on the sweet side, some on the salty, some a little bit more sour,
Yeah.
and some more spicy or not spicy. This is more on the salty and not very spicy, so I would like to add chilies. I would actually, since it's not too spicy,
Even more chili.
Even more chili.
Okay.
I would put in 2
Kick it
whole chili padi.
It's okay, we're Malaysian, we can handle our spice.
Yeah, but just a little bit more.
Okay. Of all the TikTok videos that you've done, that you've made, which was the hardest?
Woohoo! The hardest one is the one that failed, which is mi tarik.
And that's the most famous one. As you can see, we're in the mi tarik background now. This is where it happened.
This is where all the stress happens. When I was learning how to make the mi tarik, I was telling my dad, my dad was asking me, Sid, buat apa? Think about mi tarik. Oh, Zaru. It was hard. It was very hard. The fight is not over. I'm going to still continue it. Probably, hopefully next year, Chinese New Year, I'm going to get it down.
Okay, stay tuned,
Stay tuned.
for Sid Murshid's mi tarik. Okay, we've got our chili, we've got our garlic. What
Yes,
next?
let's chop the tomatoes. Just half them.
Okay.
You can do half, I'll do half.
Have there been any funny comments that you remember from your TikTok videos, your cooking TikTok videos?
People still ask me about my mi tarik.
That's the famous one.
They will
see?
comment, Sid, mi tarik dah siap belum? Belum.
Now they have an update today.
Yes. All right, now everything's chopped up, everything's ready to go. Water boiling, very important. We salt our water.
Yes.
Very, very important.
Okay, this one just agak-agak.
Agak-agak.
Alright.
But if you taste it, preferably if you taste the water, the salt must be obvious, but not. People say it must be as salty as the sea, but that's way too salty for me.
All right. So that's also according to preference.
Yes.
And this rendang pasta serves one.
Serves one.
Serves one. How do you measure your pasta? Because
I-
for me, I always make way too much.
I still have the same problem. So I have no idea. So maybe about this much.
Okay.
And depending on if you're hungry, you take a little bit too much. If you're not too hungry, you take not enough.
Once again, agak-agak.
Agak-agak.
Okay.
All right. Water goes in. The water goes in. Pasta goes in.
Okay.
Very quick. Now this dish cooks really, really, really fast. The amount of time it takes to cook the pasta is the amount of time it takes to cook the whole thing. So it's very important to get everything cut up and ready.
Oh, okay. Now, do you like your noodles al dente?
Al dente, definitely.
Okay.
Another tip when you cook pasta, if you prefer it al dente, cook it according to the package 2 or 3 minutes before its preferred doneness. And then you cook the rest in the sauce.
I see. Okay, great. And will you be adding the pasta sauce, the pasta water into
definitely.
this? Okay.
All right, time to cook.
This is where the magic starts.
Magic.
Okay. I know you're very passionate about your food. Clearly, we've been talking about it. You've even incorporated your love for food into, some might know your older songs. There's pisang goreng power.
Pisang goreng power, nasi
Even
lemak.
kumahu makan
Oh
rendang
yeah,
daging.
you remember that? I almost forgot about that one.
Yeah, but your newer music, you know, like for example, I Tak Kisah from a few months back. What has been your source of inspiration for your music?
Ooh,
Beyond food.
Beyond food. I like to listen to stories about other people. And usually when I write songs, it's based about them.
I see.
Not really about me. Maybe, who knows? But the secret is what makes things very interesting.
And that's relatable to your audience as well.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
some
in goes
olive
the
oil.
oil. The heat is at medium,
The
high.
heat is at medium. Garlic can go in right now.
Okay. And your tomatoes.
Tomatoes, not yet.
Okay.
We let the garlic cook a little bit. Let them brown just a little bit.
Until the smell comes out.
Yes.
Looking good already.
Looking
The
good.
noodles are soft.
One tip about pasta, people always put in oil in the pasta water. It is best to not do that. Reason being, if you put it in the sauce won't stick to the pasta.
I see.
So you just stir it around occasionally and it's good to go. Okay, so daun kunyit, roll it up like this.
And you're chopping it finely too.
Very fine.
To to add into the pan.
This goes just a little bit in the pan. Ooh, very long. Okay,
And how long are we leaving the tomatoes and the garlic in for? What do we do?
We need to ask them, are you guys okay? Yeah, I'm a little bit burnt. Oh no, the garlic is a little bit burnt, but it's fine.
No, it's
in
fine.
Cooking,
Hummus or not, garlic
Hummus-
is always good.
yes. What goes in next? Oh, now is
Daun.
actually our
Rendang.
main ingredient of the day, rendang. Da da da. Okay, rendang goes in. Ooh.
And how much rendang? As,
Depends on how hungry you are.
and however much is left over.
Yes. Actually, there's some huge pieces. Faye, could you help me this?
Okay,
Just roughly mince this.
mince it up.
Oh, good job, Faye.
Is
Good
that-
job, good job, well done.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's it.
You're
I
boosting
think-
my ego today a lot.
I think that's it. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So we don't want it to be too fine, just some large
Want a bit
chunks.
of a bite
Yes,
as well.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Right.
All right, keep going. This won't take long. I think the pasta is almost done. We gotta hurry a little bit.
All right.
Then we got
Next.
santan. Optional if you're like sick of santan after having it for like 5 days in a row during Raya, you don't have to put it. But I want to make my pasta a little bit creamy, so a little bit of santan,
Santan.
coconut milk, and could you pass me the ladle, Faye?
The ladle. Okay, here you go.
And another secret ingredient, pasta water. Ta-da!
Now, what does the pasta water do to the dish?
It emulsifies the fat.
Smelling really good already.
Yes. What else is there?
Will you be making this for your family during Raya?
Yeah,
With your
definitely.
leftovers?
Definitely. Every time I practice a dish, they are my guinea pigs. They tell me what's
Experiment.
lacking, what's too much.
Do I add in the chili?
Yes, I totally forgot about the cheese. Thanks, Faye. Oh my god.
It was just sitting here. I was wondering where it was going to go.
No chilies, no good. Because this rendang is not spicy, so this is wajib, a must-have.
Okay.
All right.
Look at that.
Yes, pasta goes in. Pasta is slightly undercooked, but that's what you want. At this point, heat as high as you can.
Will you say this recipe is easy for beginners?
It is. It's super easy. It's easier than traditional pasta recipe
Okay.
because you don't have to cook like tomatoes down. You just chuck everything in.
This
and
is not for the Italians.
No, it's not. It's from Malaysians.
All right. So what's after Raya? What's next for you, Sid?
What's
More
next for
cooking videos?
More cooking, definitely. If I have the time, I would produce more music as well. But cooking has been taking up all of my time. But definitely, yeah, more cooking. So much more. So much more cooking.
How do
Possibly more santan, actually.
Santan, all right.
Yeah.
A bit more santan.
Yes. Right now we're cooking with the eye. The eye says, I want more santan.
Okay, next.
Daun kunyit, just a little bit, just a touch. And this cheese. Now, you don't want to put too much cheese because rendang and cheese is a little bit weird. But what this does is it brings the whole dish together. It rounds off the flavors, especially with the tomatoes.
Alright, so just a sprinkle of
Just a
cheese.
sprinkle. Cheese is somewhat like natural MSG.
Everybody loves cheese.
Everybody loves cheese. And it's pretty much done.
There you go. Rendang pasta. As we're plating, Sid, any parting words for, or any advice for beginner chefs?
Like I've mentioned just now, don't be too perfect. Don't try too hard of a recipe like I did. Try something simple, something familiar, something you love to eat, so that you want to actually learn how to make it good. And yeah, that's it. Love your food, get good ingredients, and soon enough you'll fall in love with cooking.
Oh, that's just it.
Yeah, that's
It's not
just
hard
it.
to fall in love with cooking if it's
Not
Malaysian
hard.
food.
Yeah, a little bit of coriander, some fresh-looking ones. And that is
Alright.
rendang pasta.
There you go, rendang pasta, something super easy and quick to whip up with your leftovers. Thank you so much, Sid, for showing us how to make this.
You're welcome.
Selamat Hari Raya, and perhaps give this a try at home too.
Hello and welcome back to Lebaran Awani. It's the first night of Raya with me, Farhana, Sheikh and Faye Kwan. And joining us today is Keanu, Azman as well as Ili, our Hitz FM radio announcers. Right. We're all decked out today, but we're going to ask you to do a little bit of throwback.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right. How do you guys started being radio announcers?
Ili should start first.
Oh my goodness. Well, I actually joined a competition. Yeah, at the time it was like the other radio station lah, and it was top 10. And then somehow I won, guys. I never win any competitions. Lucky draw, never. I've never heard my name being called for lucky draw, nothing. So when I won that competition, that's when I started doing like videos for that radio station. And then a few months later, they gave me the night show. So that was 2017 in September.
Wow.
Wow. And then since then, I've just been doing radio.
Right.
Mine was very accidental.
It was
I
actually,
didn't
yeah.
apply. I didn't. No, actually, I did. Actually, I did apply to be part of the station years ago. They didn't even reply me. They didn't even see my email. But I was only 18 at the time, so they were like, "Who is this boy?" So okay, whatever, right? So I lost hope. Fast forward to 2018, late 2018, because I was working in the same station as Ili, but I wasn't a radio announcer. I was just there as a digital host. I hosted that station's YouTube channel, which was previously Ili's job before she became an announcer. So I took over her job.
Yes.
And then they saw my work there. So suddenly one day they called me up and they were like, "We're calling from Hitz." I'm like, and they're like, "Can you come in for a chat?" I did not expect them to offer me anything. I thought it was just like content or something. So I came in, demoed me, and they even said this to me. They were like, "I think you're a bit too TV lah." Then I was like, "Okay." And I went home to my mom. I said, "Ma, it's okay. I don't even want a job. Ngada tak? Ma, it's okay, Ma.
It's okay.
I don't want a job, Ma. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
I want to be in TV forever." I said. The next day they called me and they were like, "We're offering you the night show, effective next month." I was like, "When must I give an answer?" By today.
I remember
I
that.
called her up.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, "Ili, I got an offer from Hitz, you know," and then I came in here, which I thought would be very temporary. I honestly expected it to be at least a year max. It's been almost 6 years already.
Yeah, and I'm so
Stars
glad I pushed him to do it. You know?
And then she joined me here.
And then I joined
2 years
him.
ago.
Yeah.
Together, and we did plan to do a show together years ago.
Yes.
We manifested it and it happened.
Yes,
Meant to be.
yes.
It's always meant to be.
Meant to
Okay. But is it like you guys wanted to be a radio announcer from the get-go? Is it
I
like
think for Ili,
is it like
I think for
when
me,
you were
yes.
small?
Yeah.
I want to be a radio announcer. And I was like, is it like that?
Yeah, guys, I remember when I was 13 on the way to school, and I think at the time, I think Ben and Hafiz were on air. And I remember hearing Hafiz, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, Hafiz is so funny. Like, he talks a lot, but we want to hear him. Like, I wish one day I could do that."
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember thinking that, but I wasn't sure how to do it. You know, like, how do you even do that? Like,
Right.
Like,
How do you get in the radio?
Yeah, do you just go to the company and be like, "Hello, hi," you know?
Yeah.
So I've always thought about it, but I never thought that it would be something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So like even my journey before radio was like pretty interesting
Yeah.
because I did pharmaceutical sciences for a
Oh,
while.
girl.
Yes, girl.
They were in the same
We were in the same college, guys.
So yeah.
Yes, yes. So and like you saw me, like I was performing and everything,
you were
right?
performing, singing.
Yeah.
at school.
Yeah. So yeah, when the
I thought you'd be a
opportunity
singer, but
yeah, a bit lah.
She has 5
Actually, a
singles
bit
out
lah.
already.
Actually, no, for fun only, for fun. Yeah.
Next
What's
year
your
lagu
Raya
Raya.
song?
Wow! Alamak! Alamak 2.0. Yeah, di fam. If you're listening, we do a 2.0 remix. But yeah, like that lah.
For me, I've always wanted to just become a TV host since I was small. Ryan Seacrest, you know the American Idol host, right? He was my idol. I had his poster in my room. He was my
Yes.
wallpaper on my
phone.
phone when I was in school. Farhana's giving me that look like, to that extent.
Ryan Seacrest is idol. Ryan Seacrest is his idol. Okay.
To that extent tau. Sampai my Twitter username at the time was Keanu Seacrest.
Okay.
So I even did a video on YouTube when I was like 14. I said like, one day I want to be a TV host at Ryan
Yeah.
Seacrest. So I think it's like, and I'm grateful that I'm doing TV now as well, but radio was never part of the plan. But it was needed for me to achieve what I wanted as well. Like, it really opened a lot of doors for me to enter the TV world. So I'm very grateful for that.
So really manifested it, right?
Yeah, that's how you know. So if you guys want radio announcers, we would have singer Ili.
Yes.
TV host Keanu. Keanu Seacrest.
Multi-platform, guys. Okay, we want to segue a little bit. This is a very, very off segue.
Alamak, relationship status. Single.
Single. Yeah,
Okay, put it out there.
Single and looking, single, not interested.
Maybe not so much Raya, but so you guys have been on air for quite some time
Yeah.
already, right? Radio announcers. Do you guys have any embarrassing moments?
Oh my God, plenty!
Let's
One
hear it.
that,
Let's hear it.
stood
Tell
up
us.
lah, yeah.
Ooh, embarrassing moments.
I remember one.
Tu salah cakap
Which one? Which one does it involve me?
Yes, it involves both of us. This is the funniest thing, guys.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think we were on our second week of being on air together. This is in 2022, right? You joined me that time. So radio now
scared.
is not just fully audio, it's also digital, right? So we have to go on live, TikTok live, IG live. So we were interviewing these two artists that time.
Oh my god!
I don't know
remember.
how come, like, that time, it was pretty last minute. Like, the boss
Yeah,
just told
yeah,
us, you
yeah,
have an interview. And they are like very new artists, not like Aina Abdul level, you know. So these are like underground artists. So we were like looking at their names real quick. And then we just went into the IG live, okay?
I remember.
That's why must learn from newscasters. Adakan prompter dekat depan.
Yes.
When there's no prompter, haywire. Guess what happened lah, everybody?
Say the wrong name.
Let's say that person's name is Adam, right? And then he was like, yeah, so tell us about this Justin. Then I was just like,
Oh my
and then I was
goodness, I
like,
remember.
the thing is, I knew it was wrong, but I don't even know his real name. So I was like this. And then no one answered. And then he was like, Justin, mana you answer?
Oh no! She mentioned it again.
I didn't bother helping her at all. I crouched under the table and started laughing like
But you
crazy. I
you
left
can
her there.
help. So
Yeah, he
so
left.
I still don't know the name. Oh my
He left and I was like, I'm alone here, I'm
my
alone.
God.
kids of not doing homework, guys.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. But yeah,
Ugh.
lesson learned, you know? Like, no matter how last minute something is, like, just try to be quick and learn something. You
At
know,
least stand by
the
dekat something, the
names
name
lah.
there,
Oh
so
my
in case you forget, right?
Oh, I
That was
cannot
so
imagine the
bad.
faces of the artists.
They
that
were
like,
just like, who are they talking to?
Oh my
Justin,
god, I feel so
Justin?
bad. I genuinely felt so bad. Oh
Listening
my
also,
god.
Justin.
Oh
And
my
it
god.
wasn't even like a name similar to Adam. It was like Adam.
No, it was not.
You know, it wasn't like Aaron or something. It was literally Justin. Like, who?
Jay. Why?
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was the funniest one I can think of. Right?
Yeah. There's probably a few more, but that's like, yeah.
That embarrassing moments aside, how about this? You know, both of you have been working together for quite a while. What is the most interesting thing that you've learned about each other?
Ooh.
We could go on and on.
We can go on and on, to be honest.
Okay lah, one or two.
One.
No, I feel like I can read Keanu, but I think Keanu, you can read me more. I feel like you can read me easier, but I think I know when he's going through a bad day, or like I know when he needs space. Like you can kind of tell, you know.
What would I do? What would I do if I need space?
You would literally just be on his phone, like when we're going on air, right? On Hitz. And then there's
Merajuk a
like,
bit lah.
like,
It's like
faham?
At the corner.
Faham?
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, complete opposite. On days that she's having a bad day, she will talk more, she will sing more, she will dance and everything. We're like, why is so hyperactive
To
today?
offset
Yeah,
lah.
yeah.
You just
Offset.
cope differently.
Yeah.
This one is like, I can't do it. I really can't talk today. This one is like, when it's gone.
It's
Literally, that's the
gone,
exact song.
it's
What's gone? And I'm just
gone,
like, it's one of those days, I know.
Yeah,
That's how we
yeah.
greet each other.
I mean, you guys also recently had a segment that you guys were talking to your exes, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes!
goodness.
Yeah,
that
tell
was
us
a lot.
about that.
That was a lot, yeah, that was a
She
lot.
cried.
I cried, I did cry. Okay, to be honest though, I was already having a bad day. Like, I think that day was already a lot for
She even
me.
cried before the call about
Yeah.
something else to me.
I was just already crying. So I think like doing it with your ex, obviously talking to your ex about
Personal lah, very personal.
yeah, about things in the past, like obviously like it triggered me and yeah, it went wild, yeah. Everybody on TikTok was basically telling Keanu, how could you do this to your friend?
We had to delete that video on TikTok.
Yeah, he is your
because
best
too much
friend.
fire was there.
Why would you put her through this? It's not even Keanu though, like we wanted to do it. So
I mean,
yeah.
it's really like brave of you guys. I feel like radio announcers, they bear their whole like, personal
Yeah.
We sold our
stuff.
soul to the devil. We sold ourselves to the radio station.
Yeah, quite different from news, right? Like news is like
No, we come, we read the news, we tell you what's up
Yeah.
today, and we head home.
Comparison between Awani and radio. Awani, we are speaking to the Minister of Finance right now.
Yeah.
Hitz, we are speaking to our exes right now.
very different.
Yeah. We do put our personal stories
A
out
lot
there a
out
lot
there.
actually.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think I don't know, I think like the more real you are and the more you embrace like the things that happen to you, I think people can relate. So I think that's like the whole point of radio lah. We just want to like relate to people and people relate to us.
I think you guys are very relatable. Like,
Stop.
you know, that's why we listen to you guys.
Yay.
Right. Talking about one more personal moment. Ili, I understand, you know, this Ramadan, we've seen it on TikTok, we've seen it on Instagram, you know, you've undergone quite a personal journey of donning the hijab throughout the Ramadan. How was that like for you?
Honestly, I thought it was going to be hard. Like, to be honest, last October was when I had the feeling of wearing the hijab. I even told Keanu about this. And I think I wasn't ready to start then because it was such a random time. Like, you know, what if like I feel it today and then like tomorrow I'm like, yeah, just kidding, you know? So like Keanu was the one that suggested to like try it during this Ramadan.
Right.
So, you know, like give myself 30 days, you know, no pressure. Like if after Ramadan I feel like I need to take it off, like I'll probably have to take it off. But so far I feel like, you know, this is nice. It's nice, guys. I feel like I've changed as a person as well. I feel like I'm more patient, more forgiving, which is like, you know me, I can be sassy sometimes, you know, if somebody like messes with Ili, like, oh, you wait.
Now out of the blue, Ili comes to the studio like,
it's okay.
I think I wronged that person. I was like,
I think I've wronged that person, you know.
This is coming out from your mouth.
I know.
It's the hijab talking.
Yeah,
it's the hijab
talking. Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite an interesting journey, you know. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, people have that callings out of nowhere. So
at different times.
At different times, and you know, I feel like if anybody out there feels something like they want to change, just don't ignore it. You know, just go with it. And
beautiful.
You know, you never know where it's going to take you. Yeah.
So how was the like people's reaction to you donning the hijab?
Honestly, people are so supportive. Oh my gosh, my followers are so cute. They're so supportive. Like there were also like girls in my DMs, you know, like they'll tell me like stories like, you know, Ili, I've been wearing the hijab for 7 years. And, you know, there have been moments where I want to take it off. You know, I feel like this is not for me. But, like, I just want to let you know, if you feel that way, it's totally okay. You know, like, just follow your heart. So I'm like, oh my God, people are so sweet. You know, no one is like, lepas Ramadan buka lah kot. No one is like that. You know what I mean?
But it's a very personal journey.
Yeah. So it's so nice to know that people are also going through the journey. And we're all just going through the journey together.
Absolutely.
So sweet, so cute. Yeah.
How about you, Farhana? What was your calling? How was your journey like?
I think for me, it's like, I was standard 6. I got my menses. I got my menses. I got my menses, and it's like, that's it.
I'm a woman now.
If I don't wear the hijab, I'm gonna burn in hell. Like, I think that's that was what was instilled to me a little bit. So I was like, I started wearing it, but not religiously sangat lah.
Okay.
But then over time, it's like, okay lah. I mean, you get used to it.
And it's part of you already.
It's part of me already. I cannot see myself
without it.
So yeah. But I understand like the struggle of, you know, seeing other people like, you know, nice clothes with, you know, very fancy hair.
Yeah, the crop tops and all.
You get it. Too. It's like, you know, kind of like, I can be like that, but it's like, it's patience, it's you know, commitment, and it's your own personal journey. I would say it's your own personal journey, and I think nobody has the right to judge.
Yeah, 100%.
It's your relationship with
so
God.
true.
Yes.
But we're very proud of you, Ili. Seriously, genuinely
thank
very
you,
proud of you. And she styles her hijab very nicely.
God, that's another thing. I don't like me.
Guys, this
I was just saying to her, how come you started wearing it? You wearing it way nicer than me.
Oh my goodness.
Ini baru pakai cantik dia baju semua.
Guys, this one is the instant one. No jarum peniti all because
very
very stressed.
Also.
Yeah.
If I wear the instant one, it would look very instant.
Kita cuba.
But very, very nice and cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Stop. Oh my God.
Right. So another celebrity that also dons the hijab. You know, we managed to catch up with her earlier as well. So let's take a look at how she's doing for Raya. I'm here to visit a very special guest to see how she is prepping for the first day of Raya. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Qasrina Karim.
Farhana coming.
Let's go. Hi everyone.
My sister.
Thank you so much for having me.
My niece.
Come. Thank you so much for having me, you guys. Right, Kas and the family. How do you guys usually prep for Raya?
Okay, so Raya is actually one of the busiest times for our family, especially the day before Raya. Safe to say the day before Raya, the girls in the family would be everywhere, just
in the kitchen, you mean? In the
kitchen,
kitchen.
in the kitchen, hitless chickens in the kitchen. So obviously we'd be prepping for Raya because our family gathers here at our house on the first day. So my mom would get everything that's needed, the ingredients and whatnot, a few days before. And
Freeze it in the fridge.
prepping starts a few days before, like chopping the onions.
And everyone helps out lah.
Everyone helps out. Everyone has their own tasks. Yeah, but now because my other siblings are all married and the youngest one is studying overseas, so I'm the only one in the house now. So I got to do everything else, you know.
So does Kas help out a lot at home?
Yeah, she does. She does the work of 3 people actually.
And she's good at cleaning up.
Wow, that's good. That's good to know.
And she's good at kupit tauge and that's usually her role.
That's memang every raya. That's her
Every
role.
year.
The tauge.
We all have our own tasks. But I think now that we've all moved out, so she's the only one, so she does everything.
Remember, Papa does a lot of cleaning as well, the vacuuming. He makes sure that it's
the heavy
all straight.
lifting lah.
Yeah, so the
right.
guys would do the heavy lifting usually, but now that's left to my dad, and the girls would usually do stuff in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's like first raya like? What's your favorite raya tradition or favorite raya moments?
So first day, it's, you know, we wake up early morning. My mom would be up at 4, still prepping in the kitchen, and then we get ready for subuh, and after subuh we would head to the mosque, and we would walk to the mosque because it's just in front of my house.
Yeah.
And then get back, and I'd be in the kitchen still, not ready, not raya ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So
pre-raya
sleeves
ready.
rolled out, like you
Yeah.
know, cleaning
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
And he's our alarm clock.
Okay.
5 o'clock, everybody wakes up Monday and make sure that we leave the house by 7:30 to make sure that he gets the first sah.
That's important for us. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
every raya has to be
Oh, yeah.
first in line.
Yes, walk to the mosque, and yeah, we walk together, come back, and then get things ready, get the food prepared. Yeah, and then once it's, I think usually by 11:30 to 12, and then we'd be done with the prep. The food would be out, the kuih raya would be, you know, on display and everything, and then only I'd go up, get ready, and we'd be down by 12 and ready for our raya family photo.
So it's still pretty early today, so that's why it's a bit empty. So by 12 we'll be fully decked out with kuih raya and everything, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So do you have any like favorite raya traditions? Like what do you usually like do during raya? That's like your favorite thing to do.
I think for me it would be the salam session,
Okay.
and after that, this time it's a bit more special because I'm already giving out raya, duit raya.
And I can't wait to get her duit raya.
Oh, the tables have turned. I'm the one giving duit raya out now. Yeah, and then I have 2 nieces which I am happy to give duit raya to this time.
Sakina, are you excited to have duit raya this year? Yes?
Are you excited to get duit raya?
She's not sure, wait, but she is.
She is. Inside.
Oh, yeah, she's nodding. Yes.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I see you guys are fully decked out. So is this like your favorite raya outfit or is there more?
Oh, of course there's more. This is a pre-raya show.
Right, okay. So should we check out some of your raya outfits?
Yes, of course, come.
Right, I see we have a few baju raya here lined up. Is this the baju that you're going to wear later?
Yes, so I'm gonna wear that
This one?
later.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and this is just a few of my baju
Some of your
rayas.
past baju raya lah.
Yes.
Right, so what's like your favorite baju raya, or raya outfit from before?
Okay, I've got a few. I've got a lot, but if I had to choose a few, one of it would have to be the one I wore during Raya, first day in 2021.
Okay, that's during COVID, no?
Yes, it was during COVID, so I
you
really
didn't get to show off sangat lah, okay.
I liked my outfit, but it was only Instagram worthy.
For the gram, yeah.
It was for the gram. It was a pink and green baju kurung from Inai Red. Yeah, it's still one of my favorites until today.
Right. Is there any contender to it?
There is. And so recently I was at the Astro Buka Puasa,
okay.
the Raya screening, and I wore this really beautiful baju kurung by Zaimi.
I saw that. I saw it's pink, right? With
Yes.
like a bit of
batik.
macam embezzlement a bit.
Yes, it was bedazzled
Bedazzled a bit.
at the bottom. Yeah, so that's one of my favorites as well.
Right, okay. Any like specific reason why you like them?
Okay, the similarities would have to be both of it are pink.
Okay, so pink is your favorite color?
I guess so.
Right.
Yeah. But at the same time, the fit is just really nice. It fits me nicely, and it's by my favorite designers as well. I love Inairit, I love Zaimi's designs, so yeah.
Right, okay. So, because you've been in this industry for quite some time already. So, how is Raya like, you know, now compared to before?
Before was a lot more quiet, I would say. Yeah. This time around, it's a bit more happening, for me at least. There are more visitors that come to the house, and if it's my dad's friends or my mom's friends, they would always ask for a picture, and they would force their kids to take pictures with
so
me.
So do people usually stop you to take a picture?
Sometimes, yeah. So it's just in that sense, it's a bit more happening. But either way, I love it. You know, how it was before and even now. Yeah.
Is, you know, doing what you do now. So I would say, you know, you're a celebrity, actress, artist. Is it something that you always dream of doing?
No.
No.
No. You know, I don't. Well, for me at least, I've never planned this life. If I wasn't doing this, I would probably be doing a 9-to-5 corporate job, or if not, probably I'd be a baker. I've always wanted to be a pastry princess.
That would be great.
Yeah, but no, I've never imagined this life. But wherever it is, I'm happy that I'm in it. I love what I'm doing. You know, I'm acting, and that is something I see myself doing now that I'm in it. Yeah, I don't see myself doing anything else really.
Yeah? So does acting come like natural to you now?
I felt like it always had, at least from my first movie, the feedback that I got was it was very natural. So I thought I think I'm very natural at it. But obviously it takes practice as well, experience. It takes experience. The more that I do it, you know, the more I expose myself into different projects and work with different directors and different people, I learn so much more. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for, let's say, young girls who want to either do what you do or just have the confidence in doing what you do?
Yeah, of course. To all the girls out there, or anyone who want to try out something or just, you know, be more confident, first of all, you gotta believe in yourself. That's number one.
That's a given, yeah.
That's a given. And then, you know, when you try to do something, there will be people who try to bring you down or doubt you. So that's why you gotta believe in yourself. And then, if I'm doing this for a greater cause, just remind yourself that this is why I'm doing that. Because sometimes you lose track along the way, you know? So you gotta remind yourself why you're doing that in the first place.
So is it like kind of don't let the fame get to you kind of thing?
Of course, definitely. Because fame will go away eventually. It's a very, how do I say, time period kind of career, I guess, career-wise. So that doesn't last, the fame. But it's what you do. It's what people are going to remember you for, you know.
So sort of always, I would say always be mindful of all this, always be kind in
always
the
be
industry.
kind, be mindful, you know, have discipline. Don't do it for the fame. If the fame is what you're chasing, then that's not going to last.
You're probably going to have a hard time later.
You're going to have a hard time later. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I kind of smell something really delicious. Do you smell it too?
I do. It's most probably my mom cooking something.
Right. Should we check that out?
Come, let's check it out.
Right. Go. So we are here at the kitchen with Kas's mom and sister, you know, prepping for Raya, putting kuih-kuih in the bekas. Right. Auntie, so how is Kas like growing up?
Oh, she was not a fussy baby at all. Very quiet, and she smiles a lot.
Oh, like kind of like now lah.
Yeah, Kas, being the only two girls in the family, we are very close. We know everything about each other. We're only 3 years apart. Yeah, so I think having her as a sister is like the best thing ever.
And this is on camera, so it's forever recorded.
What do you guys want? Okay.
So, is she like helpful in the kitchen? Does she cook?
Oh yes, now that she's alone at home and the pressure is always on her. Yeah, but alhamdulillah, she helps a lot, especially on the cleaning part. I did the cooking and she will clean after.
I see.
Takes after her dad.
Okay. Is there a favorite Raya dish, Kas?
Oh, of course. Mama knows my favorite Raya dish.
What is it? I think we need to let the audience know.
Kuah satay of all the dishes.
kuah
Auntie
kacang
buat
lah.
rendang. Buat rendang. I made kuzi. I buat nasi pilaf, nasi Arab, and she wanted me to prepare kuah kacang or satay sauce. And nasi empit.
Right. That's a very good combo.
She's such a simple lady and easy to please.
Easy to please.
What about you, Auntie? Is there any favorite dish that you like to cook for Raya?
Yes, something which is easy and simple. That is kuzi. That's the recipe from my late mother. Yeah, and you eat that with croissant.
Right.
Masak
Okay.
sikit lah.
I understand you guys also like to bake, right? Both of you.
Yes, that used to be our hobby growing up. We would bake all the time. We would participate in bake sales.
Oh my god,
That was the time, right? We sold our baked goods at university.
Yeah.
So we opened up a stall and voila, brownies, cookies. What else did we sell?
Cakes,
Yeah, everything.
everything.
During
So
those days.
Is it like decorated pieces or like just normal pastries or everything above the sun, under the sun?
Cupcakes are
Well,
with all
not
the-
decorated pieces
Yeah.
because we're very,
It's rustic lah.
Yeah,
rustic.
it's very
More
rustic.
taste lah.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
Right. So, Kas, you have a lot of siblings and, who, not just siblings, family members. Who do you look up to in your family? It's a killer question.
Cliche as it sounds. No lah. My mom and my sister, yeah, these two women in my life are very important to me. And if I get to be half the woman she is, then I've made it in life already. Yeah, she's generous, she's hardworking. This household is what it is because of her. And yeah, my mom and my sister.
Right. So, woman power.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Feel my muscle.
Can definitely feel something, Auntie. Right, okay. It's close to 12 o'clock already. I think people are
It
starting to
is.
come
I need to
already.
get ready for Raya, Farhana.
Right, okay. So should we gather, everyone?
Yes,
Before,
come.
you
Yes,
know,
let's
before
go.
we-
Let's go, let's go.
Right, okay, let's go.
Come, Sakina.
Right, that's all the time we have here visiting Kas and the whole family early Pagi Raya. Before I leave, do you guys have any last wishes for everyone at home?
Yes, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Farhana, for visiting my family
My
home.
pleasure.
And yes, Sakina. And I'd like to wish everyone a Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Maaf zahir batin.
Enjoy the festivities.
And don't forget to puasa now.
Right. That's all we have, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Selamat Hari Raya. Right, so that was Qasrina Karim on what she's doing for Raya. Now we still have our guests here, Ili and Keanu, joining us at the studio.
Yeah,
So
we have a little bit more time. So before we wrap up, is there any special wishes, Raya wishes that you'd like to tell the audience this Hari Raya?
Hi everyone, Selamat Hari Raya to everybody celebrating. Hopefully you're having a great time with your friends, your family, having good food. And if you have an extra duit Raya, just send it to the Hitz studio. Thank you very much.
Right, okay.
Okay, my Raya wish is specifically for the young ones out there, okay? I feel like maybe you've not experienced Raya like we have. Because, you know, once upon a time, it's all about like sleeping in the living room with your cousins together the night before Raya. You know, no phones and everything. You're really in the moment. You might not have experienced that ever, but maybe you should try this year. Just try to limit your screen time for a while. Post everything later at night. Tomorrow night, you post everything. In the morning, enjoy your time. Because believe me, most of us only see our cousins once a year nowadays, which is during Raya. So utilize that time to your best ability.
Definitely enjoy your family time. Faye, do you have anything?
I think really, same with Keanu, really just enjoying the moment because it's only once a year. Some of these relatives you may not see again.
100%.
Your cousins will move overseas. So really just taking the time to enjoy the time you spend with your family and the food.
Oh, yes.
A lot of the food.
And don't take too hard lah. Whatever the makcik say about your
You're
weight.
so right.
Or,
Yes.
I'm also
Water
preparing
of a duck's
myself,
back.
mentally preparing myself. Like your weight, beli dana and all that. Just chill. It's okay. It's a time for family. Families are, you know, bunch of stuff. So chill, enjoy the day. Right.
Just remember the good and forget the bad.
Definitely.
So, pakai hijab ni positif ya?
Oh, kita cuba ya.
Very.
Kita cuba. Tapi nak juga duit raya tu. Nak juga.
Dah suruh orang post tadi. Right. That's all the time we have, unfortunately. Thank you so much, Ailey and Keanu, for joining us. First night Raya.
Thank you so much.
Right, and Faye as well. You know, all of us here at News, you know, we welcome you guys for First Night Raya. We have some kuih. We can, you know, dive in later.
Yay!
Right, for the people at home, Selamat Hari Raya, and thank you for watching.